AI, artificial intelligence, the world's newest advancement. One step towards the future. That's what everyone's saying, right? It's the progression of technology aiming and pushing automation into our society. For video generation, we started with squiggly and incomprehensible animations of Will Smith glitching around, and it feels like we woke up in the morning and suddenly AI is able to create films indistinguishable from real life. Sora 2 being an example of this. However, with every new invention comes a dark side. With an AI program that can create films of everything and anything you want, the door opens to sick and evil individuals that wish to use it for bad. People around the world take to the internet to discuss the cons of this, the potential repercussions and consequences. Now, imagine this. Amongst the discourse, one person stands out. They say in a comment, "Yeah, this is absolutely terrible. I heard they're even using it to make cheese pizza." And under that comment you see a reply, "I see how terrible it is and it's horrible, but maybe, just maybe, this might save a few children from being abducted. Perhaps the predators will be okay with AI videos rather than having to kidnap innocent children to make real child exploitation videos." A controversial comment no less, but one that truly had the intentions of protecting innocent children at heart. Now imagine you're a content creator searching for your next big hit, and you're so desperate for a post that you twist and misconstrue the comment, framing this commenter into not only a predator sympathizer, but also an actual predator themselves, just to form a narrative for your video. That is exactly what Danielle, aka Face in the Dark, did to me. Now, Danielle, aka Face in the Dark, is a channel that appears to oppose and make videos showing the horrible world of child abuse. This entire dilemma started when there was a video posted by Danielle herself on TikTok, which explains how people are using Sora 2 AI to make cheese pizza. The example she used was of someone using it to create children playing with a rose toy. Now, this is completely unacceptable and inappropriate. And under the discourse in the comments, I wrote a comment that was badly worded. However, I quickly went to my page and also the comments of that comment and rephrased it correctly. This did not stop the hate mob, unfortunately. The comment was, "Would you rather we do it on real children?" Which meant to say, would you rather they do it on real children? We as in men, because men are disproportionately the most likely culprit for these crimes against innocent children. I made a quick video explaining my mindset here. Hey bro, you seen the news? A group of people just broke into a chicken shop. A chicken shop? This gotta be black people, man. Dang, man. We really gotta do better. Like, this is really hurting our reputation. Hold on. Who's we? We as in black people? I mean, bro, just think about it. According to statistics, who's most likely to— Oh, no, you said we. You're admitting you're a part of the group that broke into the shop? Freudian slip! Bro, you heard that word used one time a year ago in TikTok comments. Now, anytime someone miswords their sentence, you start screaming it. Oh, no, we got him! Boys, he made it! Yo, he made it right here! Now, right after that comment was made, Danielle immediately made a follow-up. This follow-up was essentially saying that I am a predator, I am preying on people's children, so on and so forth. I went, okay, let me go ahead and make a video explaining not only my point, but also how this jumping to this conclusion is very harmful. You didn't even hear what I said. I said, would you rather them do it on real children, real innocent children, or would you rather them use AI to make up children that don't exist and look at those instead? Think about it, because they're not going to go away. You have to choose. Well, but we shouldn't have to choose. You have to. You can't snap all the pedophiles away. You can't. So think about it. Pick your poison. AI or real innocent children. People like this creator, they don't listen to what you're saying. They only want to take what they want. Like, oh, no, I'm not justifying it. I'm saying pick your poison. Now, when I play that video, it seems more sound, right? It sounds like it makes more sense than the original, right? Okay. Danielle then made a video following up saying, no, you said we. That means you're a part of the group. I went, no, we as in men, which is why I deleted that comment and rephrased it. And then went on to say some more horrible things about me, to which I then responded with this. The cognitive function to comprehend the idea of the trolley problem. The trolley problem is where a train's coming along and you have to choose one of two paths. One path has 5 people and the other path has 1 person. Who do you choose? What she just answered is, oh, I would rather no one die. That's not you can't do that. You said that they can't comprehend that sometimes you have to make a sacrifice in life. Sometimes you have to make a sacrifice. Pedophiles are going to exist today, tomorrow, the day after that. You can't get rid of them, right? So when it comes down to it, you have to make a choice. Invent AI, where you can make AI videos of children where no actual children are being harmed, no actual children are getting pulled up on and kidnapped and raped, right? Or you ban AI and it keeps happening. Today, tomorrow, next week, next year, it's going to keep happening. You are choosing not to save a group of children, but to save none, because you don't want to fathom the fact that sometimes a sacrifice is made. And the sacrifice in this instance is AI using existing children to make these videos to save real children. We live in a messed up world. We live in this horrible, sinful world. We live in it. You need to get it in your head. This is what we live in. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what we live in. There is no backing out. There is no, oh, I want this. There isn't. We live on Earth. Now, what this is saying is, if you look at it from an objective sense, these disgusting individuals are going to keep exploiting children. Almost nothing is being done about it. It's so bad in this world that YouTubers like Gideon are literally making entire series catching predators because the police can't do it, or the police won't do it. That's how bad it is. So I'm offering an objective point. Maybe, just maybe, the AI can keep predators away from little children. I have nieces and nephews, and to think that someone is out there hunting for them disgusts me. Every time I go see my wife, I spend time and play little toy cars with her nephew. Just to think that there are some sick individuals out there who are trying to harm and hunt him makes me sick to my stomach. Now, of course, cheese pizza is disgusting and horrible, but if you look at it side by side, there's cheese pizza, and then there's predators going out with vans, kidnapping children and doing unspeakable things to them. Which one would you rather? Them look at AI images, or them go and kidnap your child, your brother, your sister? Obviously, you're going to choose them to sit in a basement. Oh, but both of them are bad. We know. That's why in my video, I explained it as pick your poison. Both of these are poison, disgusting, horrible. But one of them involves real children being kidnapped and assaulted. And one of them is people in their basement dwelling at illegal material. This was all explained in my video. Hundreds of people liked it. A few people came to my DMs and wrote positive messages saying, oh, don't worry, now you've explained it, I understand and I agree with you. However, some people did not like my answer. I received tons and tons, I think in the hundreds of death threats from Danielle, aka Face in the Dogs fans, which is why I got so angry towards the end of the video saying, you're not listening to me. Both of these are bad, but you have to choose. Why do you have to choose? Because we live in a horrible world where you can't choose the it doesn't happen option. It's going to happen because there are sick individuals. I'm raising my voice there because I'm very upset at the death threats I've just received. And what really bothered me is some people in the comments saying he's getting upset because he's a predator himself. Maybe I'm getting upset because you just told me to kill myself, but I digress. Let's go ahead and dissect her video piece by piece.
Decided to treat us by making his own videos. So let's watch the video of a person who thinks that AI generated child explicit material and child abuse material is good.
So one thing this creator did was repeatedly lie. She kept lying and saying that my words were, cheese pizza is good because at least it's not children being harmed. That's not what I said. I said both of these things are disgusting and despicable. However, one of them involves my potential child being kidnapped, and one of them involves a guy looking at AI generated images where I never have to see him and my child never has to see him. That is what I'm saying. Both are disgusting. One keeps my child physically safe. Danielle's inability to understand this proves to me that she's not here for a debate, not here for even a conversation. She's here to slander. If I tell you, would you rather someone break into your house or someone break into your house and kill your family, you would say, just break into my house and just take the money, leave, don't kill us. Oh, but they shouldn't break into your house. Of course they shouldn't break into your house, but they're going to because they're, demented, sick, and horrible. They're going to break into the house. So I would rather you pick the option that doesn't hurt my family. Do you understand where I'm getting at here? First of all, I'm married. I don't know what you're talking about.
What does being married have to do with that? What does being married have to do with not sexualizing children? when the majority of perpetrators of child sexual abuse are parents and family members. So if you're being accused of this, right, why would that be your first defense? Is I'm married, so I wouldn't do that. And not that's absolutely vile and disgusting. And I would never even think to do something like that. I'm genuinely offended that you would even think that I would do something like that because it's disgusting and immoral. Instead, it's I'm married.
Then she goes on to basically say, why did you say I'm married rather than blowing up and getting offended saying, that's disgusting, I would never do that? Because honestly, I don't care. Why would I sit there crying how could you say such a thing? I would never. Why would I? Why? I like adult women. So me saying I'm married is me saying I like my wife, not children. I'm not going to get offended over something that I know is not true. Me saying I'm married is me essentially saying my type is my wife. Shut that shit up, essentially. It's not a hard concept to grasp. Many people don't get offended. If you call me a murderer and I say, what? I'm over here playing video games. And you go, see, he didn't get offended and go, what? I'm not a murderer. Why would I? I know it's not true. Danielle then goes into probably the most annoying part of the video where she says, we don't have to pick one of the two options. There are options like getting rid of pedophiles. Oh yes, because that's totally worked for human history, right? This is the main issue of my point. You don't seem to grasp it at all. You think there's another option? What? Catch them? If you want to try catch them, go ahead. Be my guest because you're not going to. What I offered was something called harm mitigation. What is harm mitigation? Harm mitigation is when something is going to happen, or very likely going to happen, so you do whatever you can to reduce the damage. Now, a building is falling. The building is going to fall, and there are a bunch of people, innocent people, underneath it. Now, would you decide to do your best to quickly pull out one person? Or would you say, nah, let's just leave all them there? You would say, well, let's save the one person. At least that's one soul saved, right? I'm sorry about that. We couldn't get to you in time. Perhaps I can just save that one person. That is harm mitigation. Doing whatever you can to salvage an already horrible situation. And her solution is what the government has been trying for years to no avail. The government put bans, laws. Did that stop anyone? No. They didn't stop anyone. Banning up uploading these things just meant that they went secretly about it. They did things secretly. They would go on group chats and they would share their illegal material. That's exactly why I narrowed it down to perhaps we need to mitigate the harm that can potentially be done here. Now, this is kind of a side note here, but while I'm angry and raising my voice as she's reacting to my video, she seems to start going like, kind of recoiling from my words through the screen. And this is just the most immature thing ever. You know, I have autism, but in this moment, she looks like she's worse on the spectrum than me. It's kind of pathetic. I hope you do better in your future videos because it looks like you need some special medication. So she goes on to her next point, saying that AI generated images are harming children the same as actually going and abducting them. Now, this obviously to everyone makes no sense at all because one of them is an AI video and one of them is a real child. Now, for this point's source, she goes on to bring up a couple who had their child who passed away's pictures transformed into cheese pizza by a disgusting predator. And she talks about how they felt victimized and that the memory of their child was being disgraced. Now, now the problem is what she's saying here is this is the same thing as their child being abducted and taken advantage of. I'm sorry to this family. What happened to them was completely horrible, but I guarantee you this family would feel much, much worse if their child was alive, kidnapped and exploited by predators. This is a problem I guarantee you can ask every parent. If you have a parent or someone you know with kids who is open-minded, I want you to take time. Don't listen to me. Listen to people. Go ahead and ask your parents, would you rather someone take a picture of your child and Photoshop the clothes off, or actually go and kidnap your child and assault them every day? I guarantee you they're going to pick the first one. As horrible as the first one is, it's much lighter than the second one. That is the point here. When your solutions of catching these predators don't work, what do? You should try something else. Otherwise, we're going to continue with this world where nothing seems to be done. Here Danielle then goes into a tangent, essentially saying, let's give Andre's idea a shot. Let's say they are able to use AI freely to generate whatever sick and twisted images they want. This will never be enough for them and they will go after real children. However, the problem is this is an assumption. You are assuming that it will never be enough. And I'm not putting faith in these people that it will never be enough, but I'm saying you can't also assume the opposite, that it will never be enough. There is no evidence and no data on this because AI Sora 2 just came out. There is no source you can pull up to prove if it really mitigated the harm here. That's why it was a far-fetched comment aiming at raising discourse in what we can do to protect the children of our nation.
To like hear him, but essentially what he's comparing this situation to is murder. Okay, he says that if he was the king of a country and, a percentage of the population wanted to murder people, then it's like, yeah, then go hunt. If like me saying, yes, you can go hunting will prevent you from murdering, then go hunting. Andre, kids aren't animals.
Here Danielle brings up a post I made. In the post, I said, if I was the king of a nation, and we had 0.1% of the people are killers. They want to kill. They have the urge to murder. Now, we can't find them, because there's 100,000 people. How are we gonna find that small percent? How? Killers, please step into the front office. You're under arrest. No, don't be stupid. So, my harsh but realistic approach was, let's allow hunting of animals for all of my people. That way, maybe even half of the 0.1% of killers in my nation might then go, oh, well, actually, I don't need to kill humans because I'm satisfied killing animals, right? That way, those innocent people of my nation can be saved. A wild example, yes, but you get the point. Danielle then goes, oh, children are not animals. Well, obviously, the point of an analogy is to phrase things in a different way to hopefully you can understand my point. If it needs to be exactly equivalent, then perhaps you're not emotionally intelligent enough to understand what an analogy is.
I could go hunting pretty much any day of the week that I wanted to, right? And yet we still have serial killers.
She then goes on to say, America has hunting and yet people are still murdered. Bruh. Of course they are. Not once did I say, if we do this, then all pedophiles are going to go away. That's not what I said. I don't think Danielle really understands what harm mitigation is. Let's say that there are 100 predators in a country and 99 of them say, I don't want to use that AI stuff. I'm going to go after the real children. But even one of them says, actually, I think I'm fine with the AI. I don't need to look at real children. That is potential children we have saved. And also about her point, when she says the idiotic statement of, oh, we have hunting in America, but there's still murders. How do you know that hunting isn't the reason you don't have more murderers in America? You don't know because hunting's there. Then she has the complete gal to say Jeffrey Dahmer used online material to fuel his addiction. It's what he started, and then he took it to real life. Jeffrey Dahmer is one person. Let's say out of the 100 predators, 70 of them say, actually, I'm fine with the AI. And 10 of them decide it's not enough, but 20 decide, oh, this is a good thing. I might start doing this in real life. That is way more harm mitigated than harm we've incited. Finally here, we get into the final point. So, as for the way my initial comment was worded horribly, that is because I have autism. Growing up, I have always been in a special class with special teachers. I have trouble communicating and expressing myself. I have lots of other issues. I'm not going to go into it. This is not a trauma dump video. This is not a disability dump video. But essentially, I've always had someone to assist me. And when I don't have someone to assist me, it ends up like this. When I think something, the translation of that going down to my mouth is different. It's hard. It gets jumbled up in there and it comes out wrong. That's why I've always had someone to assist me. And she then goes, autism is not an excuse to sympathize with pedophiles. This really, really pissed me off because not only is no one using it as an excuse, but rather a reason for my wording, you're then saying that me saying two things are disgusting, but one protects an innocent child from being abducted is somehow sympathizing. She's not even trying to understand. She's only putting out what she wants to her viewers, which is that, oh, this person is a sympathizer, this person is a predator, this person and that person. She's not even trying at all. And then, above all, the thing that really bothered me is people in the comments saying, oh, well, I have autism and I don't think like he does, so obviously he's lying. Okay, let me explain something to you. Autism is a spectrum. It's a wide spectrum, and almost every single autistic person is different. Here's an example. If you have a computer program that gives you a random number from 1 to 1 million, and you distribute this program to 1,000 people. All of them hit the button, randomize me a number 1 to 1,000,000, and they go, hold on a second, my number is different than yours. That's exactly what you're doing right now. Autism is a spectrum. Nobody is going to have the same autism. Saying, well, I have autism and I don't think like that, is like saying we all pressed a random button generator and we all got different numbers? That's what you're doing. Not only are you being ignorant, it's quite embarrassing for anyone who understands the autistic spectrum to even read. Now, let's rewind a bit. Before this video, her YouTube video was put out, someone saw my comment. A very nice random person called Bashir. Bashir saw my comment and was like, I understand what he was trying to say. Saw my videos and went, oh, that's what he was trying to say. And went out himself of his own volition and put out a video explaining in depth what I was saying. Now, Danielle included this in her video too.
We have this guy who's almost there. He's so close. He is so close to being on our side, guys, but he's still not quite getting it.
So I just wanted to comment on this and probably bring a little more insight to Andre's comments on that person's TikTok.
But yet only to slander him and group him in with the predators and predator sympathizers. And I've taken the liberty to invite Bashir to the channel to speak as well. I have nothing but respect and appreciation for Bashir because he saw me getting the hate. He saw what I was trying to say. He saw that I was struggling getting my words out of autism, and he, the kind soul as he is, took the time to explain it. Hello, Bashir. I heard that. I saw in the video that that Danielle included you into it. She basically lumped you with the group, saying that although she thinks it came from a good place in your heart, that essentially we're still on the wrong side. So I'm giving you the opportunity to speak here. This will go on my channel, and I really do think that it's horrible that you even included as well. Yeah, go ahead, Bashir. Any situation words?
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to explain my thoughts. I did watch a bit of Danielle's video on YouTube. She included you and me, as you mentioned. I watched pretty much only these segments because I know that she also talked about other things that we were not included in. But just to further her point, and yeah, she did say, I mean, I watched what she said about me. She said that I was so close to being on her side, I mean on their side, but not quite there. And honestly, I mean, I think this is not that big of a deal because people are obviously going to disagree and all, and I'm happy that she thinks that I'm so close but not there, instead of just being not there at all. I mean, that means that she watched my video, she understood what I meant, the points that I was trying to make. Probably not all of them, but as I said, that's okay. And yeah, I wanna also state that the video that I recorded, it was also my first time filming myself openly talking about drama like this. I just wanted to give it a shot because myself, I've been consuming a lot of drama, watching things over the years. And yeah, I just wanted to explain this. I did not talk to Andre beforehand, before recording this. I recorded the video, lasted 4 minutes, 30 seconds. And then I sent him a message telling him that I have published a video explaining his point. He can correct me about this and all, because I thought from the I think 2 or 3 videos that Danielle made about you, that she kind of misunderstood your points. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to explain, because I thought what I think we can agree on is that you kind of did not express yourself the perfect way that you wanted.
Definitely.
Especially that point that everyone, even in her comments, repeated, that you said we. Yeah. But I know that you meant we as in men. I mean, we as people who use AI and
definitely, and
will also make this kind of stuff about children.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that point. I did explain that because I think, to me, I sat down, I reflected a few minutes. I thought, I mean, I don't think that this comment that Andre wrote, it instantly classifies him as a pedophile or pedophile defender. So I just wanted to provide a more or less objective and a neutral explanation about that. I did put my own thoughts out there. And also, yeah, Daniel mentioned lesser of two evils, in which I gotta say there will always be evil in this world,
Yeah.
and I want to say that I will always be against this evil that I desperately want to fight as well. We can all universally agree that pedophiles should be in jail. I
Yes.
stated this, that they should be in jail for life, hopefully. And yeah, and there is also a point that you brought up in my comment section on TikTok. You said about moderating the AI apps, you know, the people that prompt these things to make child porn. Point about what Danielle said. She said AI should be banned. Yeah, she also said practically the same thing that I explained, that this should be flagged and brought to law enforcement as well. I do, of course, agree with that, but what I want to say and why I think that this should not be the first option, because there are AI apps that are going to allow such things. I don't know which one allow this, because I don't use it. I've never used AI to generate an image besides ChatGPT. But I do want to state that I believe AI should not be banned, but certain use of it should. For example, if you ask AI certain keywords that it moderates, it flags, and it then tells you that it cannot. It doesn't comply with the guidelines. So, of course, I don't want child porn to be generated on artificial intelligence. I don't want crimes to be generated as well, because this can be very hurtful for people, especially if there's not a watermark. If it is also something that I thought, if people started like creating their own AI programs to be able to create videos and stuff, I mean, then this is not the fault of these companies. This is the fault of people who use their intelligence to make such harmful and hurtful things. So yeah, that's also, I did explain pretty much my side of the comment about you as well. Yeah, I mean, I do think that we cannot also 100% start saying that someone is a pedophile because they make a comment that is not also going in the exact direction of what other people think. I definitely think that it was taken out of proportion and that were misinterpreted. That's why I wanted to make this video. People are free to think what they want, but when they start making an accusation, they also gotta be able to come back to this if then more is said about that. So definitely, if they made a mistake in interpretation, then they should also be able to own up to it. And that's why I think it was also kind of important, because that video got 2 million views, the first one. And I do also think, I'm not blaming it on Danielle, but I do think that she has misinterpreted it a lot as well, and that she did not like really try to firsthand come to you and, you know, if this was going to be such a big of a deal, to just discuss what you really meant. You did make the videos, I watched her react to them. But yeah, I do think that there is, once again, a problem of communication here, of understanding each other. So yeah, that's just what I want to say about this.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, Bashta. Your words have really provided insight to your part, and also delving into my part as well. Thank you very much. So that was Bashta. I think what we can really take from this is that even if it's a YouTuber you support, always go ahead and investigate and communicate and really criticize everyone for everything. Don't listen to people at face value. Don't even listen to them taking a clip and talking about it. Even go back and look at the original video and see if what they're portraying really is the truth here. No hate towards Danielle. I am going to say that first, unlike her saying it after the damage has already been done. Do not send any hate to Danielle. Simply, she's just a person who is probably passionate about the situation. I believe I read somewhere that she was, unfortunately, I believe I read somewhere that she unfortunately has some issues of her own. So perhaps this is why she's taken a, misunderstood comment that had already been explained and turned it into this complete mess. So I hope Danielle does get the help that she needs. And for all you watching, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much for listening. For the 5 people that watch my videos and I want to see when's the next horror game, don't worry, you five viewers. I'll get to that right soon. I've already recorded a video with me and my friend playing a horror game, and that'll be out soon. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.